for me, attitude is key. Last time Mrs. Olaito also said it, that if you look at that attitude, every other thing somehow, falls, it's interwoven, and that is true. So now, let's stay on attitude and have a review on attitude. When we had this teaching, what blessed you? What has changed? What have you imbibed? What are you doing differently right now? What is your approach to life now? What has changed? What did you hear that had impact in you? What have you received that you have started to use based on this teaching? Would like somebody to speak. Anybody? There's someone at your back. Yes.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
What I've learned from this series is attitude. Your attitude matters. Your attitude is what you tell people whether you're a good person or not.
Beautiful. She said that your attitude is what we tell people whether you are a good person or not. You know how people say that, don't look at, see, my heart, what my heart is saying is different. If you can look at my heart, don't look at what I am doing. Look at my heart, my heart. Please, where is your heart? Where is it? Speak. Where is your heart? Gabriela, where's your heart? Sorry, is it visible from the outside? Huh? How do you expect people to see your heart? How do they see your heart? Through an X-ray. Of course, you know that's not the heart I'm talking about. How do people see your heart? How do they know what is inside of you? How do they know your character? How do they know your mindset? Do they see mindset? As I look at Sister Lighton, I'll just see her mindset. Is there something she would do that will make me know the way she thinks? Huh? There's something she would do, right? Expression. Or when she speaks. Or when she acts, right? Or her gestures. The way she dresses. Let me ask you a question. How do you know someone that has lost his or her mind? Appearance. You think so? You think it's just appearance? Action. Have you seen people that have lost their mind, well-dressed, quiet, and they are sitting down? And they are not doing anything. And you even go and sit down and you are discussing with them. And both of you are having a good time. They've not said anything. Once a fool opens his mouth, you will know. That's when you know. So don't say, man, Yes.
And I don't think it should, like, rightfully or, how would I put it, in the media, you
Yes.
sense such person because of pleasantries didn't go well with you. I don't think it's really the right platform.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can still do your corrections another way, immediately.
Yes.
Young man, I just told you good morning. I expect something.
Not everybody has that understanding.
That's why we have to be patient and tolerant.
So now, because we are in a world where people don't look at your heart and they are not mature and ready enough to be patient at the same time, you as a person must get yourself well prepared to know how to appeal to every part of life that you find yourself.
Very, very right. 100% right.
Yes.
But I'm not expecting the false people coming for an interview. It's not in my mindset. I'm only expecting those that are seeking for job.
I give you an instance. What if you're looking for customer care people?
Okay.
You want to put people that will represent, that will be the face of your company.
People
Yes.
will not know most things. They are not educated of it. That's why I will send such people to undergo induction course.
Immediately.
Yes.
Not all offices will give you that privilege.
Except for
But I understand you. Give to us, Sister Light.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, church.
Good morning.
There's a difference between doing something wrong and being harsh.
Okay.
Now, if you're correcting somebody, correction does not mean you're wrong. But you could be harsh in correcting someone. I remember that it spoke extensively some time ago about perspective.
Yeah.
That when you have this perspective that she is not wrong, I am not wrong, it will help us a great deal in relating with each other. I know where she stands, I know where I stand, but I don't impose what I believe on the other person. Now, you are talking about if you are employing such a person for customer service. I know companies train
Yeah.
new intakes, especially for graduate level. They go for training. So they will get trained
Okay.
because they know that these people they are employing are coming with different character traits.
But do they have an expectation of a basic foundation you must have before you are
There's no
qualified for
understanding.
training?
When you correct somebody, without sending the person home, and the person will know that they are approved.
Of course, different people have different perspective, like you said.
So what I'm
Different
saying
ways.
is, sending the person home is harsh.
For
It's harsh.
really?
Yes, for me it is harsh. And I say this because,
Okay.
like we said, we had a debate last week. People are now beginning, even me, I learned personally that, come on. You know,
Me, I was sent to Mo.
Yeah, I supported the notion that you should always put good in the morning. But now, for me, because somebody greets me, I say, good morning, Sister Jo, and then she responds by saying morning. I gave an instance last week. I said, I was just coming from the restroom, and there was something I missed out, which I will confess here today. When the person said morning, me too, I said morning. As I passed, the people said, no, go back. And I said, sister, sorry, what's your name? How are you? And now, so with that, I won't say because she greeted me, then me too. In right the minute before I entered, I had to turn back and called. I said, sister, sorry, what's your name? How are you? So she was like, fine. And then that was it. After then, I said, how are you? I greet her. So there's a way you correct that person.
I have a question for you. How about somebody who has been in the company for 20 years and finally, was sacked because of intelligence level? This person wasn't growing anymore. Don't you think it's harsh?
No, at that level,
It's no more harsh.
You just said now that for 20 years,
20 years.
it expected that you must have gone through personal development.
And you are not going.
So if you are not, of course, if you don't exit, the system will exit you out.
Who's that be harsh? The person has given 20 years of his life.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's not harsh. At that point, it's not
20
harsh.
years.
I'm thinking of somebody you're meeting for the first. Somebody just coming for a job interview for the first time. It's harsh.
I understand, but hear my part. This one has given his life 20 years
20 years.
and was still
something for
fired.
20 years.
Yes.
It's not harsh. 20.
It's not harsh.
20. It's not harsh.
It's not harsh.
It's not harsh.
So, but the first one is harsh.
The first one is harsh.
Wow. But Atio, don't worry, people will get somewhere now. But that first one is harsh, Abi. So I just said, okay, let me let you people speak first. I'll come back to you, sir. Yes, Tio. Yes.
And the person is not adding value to the company for 20 years.
No, wait. Nobody said not adding value. Nobody said that now because you want to change. This question is going somewhere else. He's been valuable, but it got to a point where they just feel like the new trend of business now, of business skills, this person has not acquired it and is no more relevant. So let's let this person go. Those times, the person was very valuable, useful, manual, was doing things manually. But now technology has evolved. And this person is not, it's just like you that they say, go and learn Excel since you are saying you don't need it because you can write on, what do they call it, higher education very well.
So like what you just said now, they've been telling you to go and learn Excel since. So I believe that before the company will sack you, the company must have been telling you, you need to improve in this area.
You think so?
Yes.
How many companies have you worked for?
Even in
Some just deliberate and feel, without telling you anything, and just feel like you are not competent enough. Abi, am I wrong? They sack you. Why are you people behaving as if you are not in Nigeria? I like this argument. Give it to Ovie. Okay, give to Pastor Peter, sorry.
Praise the Lord. Let me respond to the first.
Go ahead, sir.
one. The only thing in life that you will not have opportunity to correct is your first impression. You will never have opportunity to correct it. And going in for an interview, haven't you seen executives going for an interview?
Why is it that they wear tie?
Bragging with security at the gate. No matter how good you are, you cannot get that job. And that has nothing to do in relation to the job they want to give you. But because the values of that company, you don't fit in. And it does not matter how your deficiencies are communicated to you. It doesn't matter. It's not who is being criticized. It is what is being criticized. Like yesterday's this pastor said, look for somebody that has an eagle's eye to look into your activities so that you can have an excellent mentality if you want to grow. Then let me respond to the other one. There are some companies, after 3 years, if no certificate is being added, you should know that you cannot entitle to any promotion again. You should know that. So, if your assistant start doing your job, your boss used to call you to discuss with, you start calling your assistant. You should know that.
There's a problem.
You are equal to a dinosaur.
They are extinct.
Otherwise, the company will outgrow you. That is just the simple truth.
I understand. Okay, listen, everybody. I want you all to speak. Give to my wife first. Then come and give to. Don't worry. I want you to. Me, I've had my own experience. I'm not teaching you what I have not experienced. So go ahead.
Praise the Lord. Concerning this written and how where I was working before as a front desk officer, the only thing what I did, I greeted but I did not smile. Smile was not on my face. I was sent home for 2 weeks. I was not asked what was my offense. The man said, why will you greet as a front desk officer and say good morning and your face fry? I said, is that all? I was thinking, just I did not smile, but I greeted good morning and I was sent for 2 weeks.
Okay, give to Mr. Kingsley. Give to him. Give to him. I want to hear him again. No, oh, sorry, Ovie. I'll come to you now. Sorry. Because we are at
Thank
that
you,
corner.
Pastor.
Go ahead, sir.
Ma'am, you're very right and you're correct. But vividly, I can still remember when you started.
Yes, sir.
It was based on attitude.
Oh, yes, attitude.
And I'm expecting Christ-likeness will end up everything at the end of this teaching. Okay? For me, there are 1 million ways we can address issues.
Of course.
Baba, me, I get this work to do. Don't let them enter my this may not cause expectation. Sure. The employer shouldn't be my devil now. That I
Really?
pray over.
Okay.
Of course,
Oh,
yes, sir.
go ahead.
You understand?
Yes, go ahead.
Now, if I want to deal with you, I will apply initiative. You won't feel bad, and I won't feel at the lost end too. What I will do is this. Good morning, young woman. Morning, sir. I feel bad like you eat on me.
Okay.
But I won't send you back.
What would you do? Respond to that person.
You come in.
SO, yeah.
Yes, and you definitely I'll just say, but
Yeah.
in me,
Yes.
I know you ain't getting that job.
Okay.
If I still insist,
Hold on, people. Don't worry. Hold on, people. Go ahead, sir. I'm interested.
I shouldn't be that bad slap on that young woman's face that way.
Okay.
Because I don't know the life she's into,
We'll come back to you now.
or how you
Oh, really? I want Ovie to talk first. That's it, sir. Yes, sir.
definitely, and I believe, I think, Pastor,
Yes, sir.
at the end,
Yes.
because you stand in the stead of that prayer now, right?
Yeah, yes.
Assuming it's you.
Yes.
Took the time I'm like, sis, I want to see you after this. And we do some beautiful corrections.
Do you know why you are speaking like this? It's your perspective. Let him have the mic. Do you get it, sir? What you're saying is right. It's good. It's mature. But it's your perspective. It's your culture on how you can attend to matter. Go ahead.
Praise God, everybody.
Yes.
I don't have anything for a second one, but the first one,
Yes.
I want us to understand that the world is not always good. In fact, the world is an evil place. The things that you expect that will happen will not always happen. Do you understand? So, and then you are going for an interview where the guy that is sitting down to interview you has like 100 to 1 million people to interview who has the same degree, if not more good degrees that have improved on their
Ovie, have you gone for interview before?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So,
Fine.
when you go there, you're expected to be the perfect person for the job. They are looking for an all-rounder. They are looking for attitude. They are looking for...
They don't have your
You
time.
don't have time to say, oh, good morning. No, that's not why. No, it's a need.
Okay. Ovie, you've preached a message and I'm glad. Listen. Before all of you want to voice out your mind. Wait. Okay, go ahead. I thought you were done.
The thing about bad behavior is that everybody treats it as if it's not good. But the thing is, you learn from bad behaviors.
Yes.
Bad experiences ultimately make you perfect. Do you understand? Mistakes in life is what we
like giving
learn from them. If you don't have bad experience, you can never grow as a person. So we need to understand that life is not always rewarding. So we have to pull our weight, we have to do our best if we want to get out of life.
Ovie, I think Gabriela has offended you. Listen, everybody, listen. I'm going to give you Chiamaka. There's something he just said that is so profound. Oh, okay, wait. So that I don't counter. Let Chiamaka speak, then I'll say what I want to say. Give it to her. Speak.
So I'm going to be talking from an HR perspective.
Yes, go ahead.
So, if you come to my office, okay, recently we had an interview on Tuesday. Then I walked in and people were seated and none of them greeted.
You walked in.
I walked in, and probably because maybe I didn't wear heels, I didn't do makeup, so I just passed and none of them greeted. And then eventually, when for most of them it didn't go well, they could not come to talk to me because you saw me first, you didn't greet me. And then how do you expect to walk up to me and ask me for help when you didn't even greet in the first place? Like you said, sir, if you're leaving your house in the morning and you're praying, God, let me get this job, be on your best behavior. Because
prayer will not cover your behavior.
at all, it is relative. Like you said, it's your your own perception, right? The way you handle it is not the way I would handle it. You don't even know the mood I'm in that morning. And I greet you good morning, answer me morning. You will go home. It might be harsh. I'm serious. Because depending on how I'm feeling that morning, it is wrong. It is rude. That's why I say that morning response. It is rude.
And sometimes going home saves you too much grammar.
Honestly, I don't even have energy to talk. It's okay, just go.
Next time, when that person goes for another interview,
What I would do differently,
she already, they did it to me now. And I learned.
I would tell you why I'm sending you home so that you know the reason I've sent you home. That's what I would do. And then
That's your perspective too.
But secondly, for the other part of being in a company for 20 years and not improving,
Yes.
Someone said the company is supposed to tell you. Who has that time to tell you that you need to improve? I mean, times are moving. Everybody knows that things, the world is moving fast. Technology is taking over. You're supposed to move with the trend. You're supposed to just learn, put
Yes.
a place of personal development. You don't expect that the company is for training.
Sorry, Shamaka, hold on. You just said Akara. If you went to a place, listen, no, because you people who spoke now, I want to judge you now as the judge. You went to a place that they are selling Akara. Me, anything they are selling in the open, I don't buy. My wife can tell you, that's me. Whether it is, I see people buying it. But me, I will not buy it. Do you know why? I have a mindset that, why is it open? I have a mindset that, it's in the air now. So now, you went to buy Akara, like you said, and as you got there, you saw flies. How many of you will really tell the person that it's because there were flies I saw, that's why I didn't come back? No, be truthful, lift your hands. How many of you have been in that scene, but you did not tell the person and you didn't go back there? Raise your hand, be truthful. Do you see the numbers? That's how the world is shaped. So in order for you not to fall victim to be among those they will not tell, there are some knowledge you will need to acquire by yourself. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm almost done actually.
Okay.
So see, so personal development is important. You can't be in the place for that long and you have no value to add. Even if you're not able to be company to yourself, like there's the place of different. You are the company first before the actual company. So always improve on yourself. Always take lessons. Just learn something new every day.
Give to Sister Audio. Thank you. Yes. Yes, tell us.
Like this other girl that came last time, she was at the reception when I was passing. I said, good morning. She said, morning. I look at her and I said, I'm greeting you. She didn't answer me, so I passed. And she was coming.
She didn't know you were the boss.
No, she didn't know. Stop. Come, I said, I want to see your manager.
You see now?
She said, my manager is mad. She didn't talk to me.
We used to see it on Facebook. I don't know if it has happened to her. Go ahead.
So I called my supervisor. I said, who is this girl? He said, she's coming for you. I said, I didn't greet her 2 times. She didn't answer me. So I like her. For when she come, she sit down, I greeted her. She now said, when she later got to see me, she now said,
She now,
I said, don't bother, sit down. When she sit down, I told her, I said, okay, I just passed in. I said, good morning 2 times, and you are coming for an interview. I said, I have to tell you, you don't get the job. So I said, this is not my character. I'm not like
did you hear that? This is not a real character.
I don't know what happened this morning. I said, I understand you. Now, in case we are going to another place, you can apply that.
But has she done wrong? Did she do wrong? It's a lie. She should have had the mind of Christ. No, you people are wrong. What she should have done, no, I don't agree. No, what she should have done is that she would have preached to the person and say, I forgive you because I am Christ-like. But don't do it again. Stay in my company.
Many people like that. When you compromise, you say, okay, let me just stop the person. That first time, if it's not good at that very day, forget about it. It's not going to do anything. And another one, 20 years is a long time. I request somebody, reception, so I expect her to go. Every day, I'm not going to preach to her. Do this. She's not included. One day, I tell her to go to come back for 2 weeks. She already know I asked her to go forever. She begged me. I said, no. She left.
So she didn't do wrong, right? Yes, ma. Give to somebody. No, give to Ejiro first. Sorry, her hands have been up. Give to her. Then we'll come to. Give to Ejiro first. Sorry, we'll come to you, ma.
So this brings to mind what we discussed yesterday in our communion center.
Yes, go ahead.
Excellence
Mentality.
So while we're talking about it, we're saying that excellence is not just in the skills, it's also in the attitude.
Of course, that's what we're talking about.
That's even the most important thing.
Yes.
In our page where we discuss, Pastor was talking about 2 hairdressers. One is BC, the other one is this thing. One other person had salon was great. Like she had all the furnishings, everything. This one just had like back row, just one plank on the other. Then people were rushing it. And the difference was in the attitude. And Pastor also told us one thing that if you look at these big companies and people they put in their board of direct analysis, it's not just about qualification, it's about loyalty, it's about their attitude. So it's very important.
How many of you have gone for a job you were not qualified for? And the person just said, I just like you. I'll teach you this job. I'll teach you. I'll train you. But you know you are not qualified. Yes. It happens. I was looking for somebody I was sharing it with my wife. Listen, I was looking for somebody to stay in a particular place I am. And I've seen many people. But then, there was just this guy. He's a dispatch rider. Listen, I have 3 dispatch riders I use. One, I would always call him. I will always be the one to call him. Now, hold on. I want you to spot what the problem is. I'll always be the one to call him and say, I want you to go and deliver. Then before he comes, he will take time. Then when he wants to deliver, you will tell him, go straight. How much should I give you? So amount. I will give you. Go straight. Go straight. You don't need the Holy Spirit to tell you he did not go straight. Then he will reach there like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. You'll not be wondering, but just this place. But then because I didn't have a choice, and at that point, he's the only one that can deliver that item, I will send him. Then somebody else introduced another one to me. And guess what? He, diligent. A place of 1 hour, 40 minutes is there. If he's not going to go, he will tell you he's not going. He will tell you, no, I can't make it. You let him go. Then I had another one. Another one too, once you call him, somebody introduced him to me here, Lawrence. Once you call him, diligent. I tried him the first time. He comes, goes fast, diligent, no lies, nothing. So now, between these 2 last now, I noticed that this one had a challenge, money challenge. So he came to me and said, sir, okay, he wanted to deliver something. He said, sir, there's still something I want to tell you. I said, no problem, when it's time. He went and finally came. Now told me he had money issues, that he needed 20K or 20K for something. So, and I sent him on a job. I'm supposed to give him 5,000. Okay? So when he came, I knew that I couldn't give him the whole 20K. So, no, 4K for the dispatch I'm supposed to pay him. So when he came, and now added 10K, made it 14K, right? It's 4K for the job and 10K, and say, this is what I can give you. So he thought this was actually borrowed. He didn't feel too good. He was like, he was thinking I would give him all. You know how people just look at you and believe you should solve all their problems. So he left. That was my first observation. Since then, he never called to say, oh, sir, do you have anything you want to dispatch? Oh, it's because, he would do that. He never called. So one day, I called him. I said, this man, you didn't even call to say whether we have job to give you or anything. Oh, sorry, he's been busy. Now, I know there are challenges. I know. But then he said, I know I'm still owing you. I said, no, it's not borrow. I actually gave you. He said, oh, wow, thank you. And he left. I didn't send him on that day because the person canceled. But since then, he never called to even say, sir, is there something for somebody who has showed a kind gesture to you, a little? I stopped calling him. Now, the other guy, he was always coming, going, deliver, bring it, and go. He lost his bike. I did not know. So when I call him, he will say, I will say, are you able to go? Yes, I'm able to go. He will use bus to come. Pick the item. I didn't know. He will use bus to go. I was still be wondering, you delayed small. He will say, but there was traffic. He didn't tell me he lost his bike. He was still delivering. One day, and I called him, do you still have your bike? He said no, that the person who gave him took it. I said, so you've been using bus to go and deliver for me? I left it that way, but I was glad that he could even make the sacrifice. There was another day I called him. He said, now I know he doesn't have a bike. So I now still call him. Austin, can you go and pick this thing for me? He will say, yes, he will come. Just send me transport. I will send him transport. Sometimes I will give him something that me said my heart will be shaking. It's something you collected from somebody. I will say, take it there direct. He will get the money. Why wouldn't I put such a person in that position? So now my question, me not calling the other guy, was I wrong? Did I tell him why I'm not calling him again? I didn't tell him. To tell him. Did you hear him? I'm not under any obligation. Now, it is only the mind of Christ that will make me feel like, because I am called to this person. I love this person. Come, sir, come, sit down. Let me tell you what you are doing that is wrong. I may not still be giving you job, but I want to correct you so you will not make the mistake to somebody else. That thing I just said now, it takes maturity and it's very rare. But if you all want to wait for it, you will lose out on many things. That's why you must train your attitude. I'm intentional when I say train your attitude. Now, when you came into this world, you were given a command. Genesis 1:27. Be fruitful. Multiply. Replenish. Subdue. Who is subduing the word for you? Who is subduing it for you? Speak now. Who is replenishing the earth for you? You. 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 Because the power has been given to you. If you refuse to create the experience you want to live in, you will not get it. When you rent a house, you determine how you want the furnishing to look like, right? That's it. You determine it. Some people are not patient enough to take your nonsense. Let me use that statement. So in order to be able to get the best out of everything on this earth, you must also be prepared. You must also learn. We have a pastor in this ministry. He knows, one of our senior pastors. I admire the way he's just going for any course that can advance him in life, despite that he's a pastor. Why is he doing it? Excellence. I want to be relevant at all times. I had a pastor share his testimony. So let me give you an instance. Oh, imagine as I am. I have preached to you now, you are blessed. Abi? Then they take me to a community that is different. Let's say the Calabar community. And I cannot speak that language. How do I communicate to them? Educate me. How do I communicate to them? We'll get that we interpret. But in my life, I've never been preaching. Have you people seen that drama? I've never been preaching and somebody is interpreting. I don't have the patience. Whose fault is it? Whose fault will it be if I could not communicate to that community? Me. You are being harsh. Must I learn Calabar? Must I preach with an interpreter? I'll be interpreter, sorry. Must I? Eh? How many of you have updated your Samsung phones recently? There is something called Translate. Why is Samsung doing it for you? Because if other phones advance in that area more than them, you will not buy their phones again. You will not buy it. Now, on the new Samsung phone, a Chinese person can be speaking Chinese, and it will be interpreting as English to your phone. Why are they doing it? Why can't you get an interpreter? Why is Samsung doing it? Because they know if other people advance in that technology and they are behind, you will not buy their phones again. I will not be called to preach in that community again. It is my deficiency. It is not their problem. They hate you, Gabriela, a wonderful minister. They hate you in Lagos. Oh, you're doing so well. You cannot remain a local champion. You are doing so well. As you are doing so well in Lagos, there was a time I was in Benin where one twin was raining here in Lagos. They were raining. Seriously. As I go to Benin, I said, do you guys know this? They say, who is that? As popular as they, see, you'll be shocked that most of your Nigerian artists that you know in Lagos, they don't know them in some states. They don't know them.
Invite some ministers because of the way they behave, their attitude. They will not tell them, but they will never invite them again.
How can you come to a church, a pastor, and then you are giving word of knowledge, and then you just looked at a woman in the church, for example? Think. You just looked at a woman and say, they are already cooking for your husband. And then you call the woman out, come. You say, stand here. Somebody is already taking your husband from you. Right now, your husband is with somebody inside church. Won't you scatter that woman's emotion? So, but how do you deliver that message? Intelligence. The Holy Spirit has given you Abi, but the brain, the Holy Spirit passed it through. That brain, it is your responsibility to be intelligent. That's why most of our prophets of old, they had limitations. They have limitations. There are some ministries today that have limitations. They see it. They see it. Oh, this lady, this is what is wrong with this lady. But as God proffers solution to them, they don't understand the solution. To them, God is showing them something white. But what they are seeing is the inside of a coconut. That's what they are seeing. So when they want to heal you, they tell you, go and break coconut. Then some will tell you, wear white cloth. What they saw is picture of white. But the way their brain can interpret it is white shirt inside of coconut. Break it. Once you see the inside white, you are healed. The vessel matters. God, looking at your vessel and your capacity, knows what will pass through you. If your mind cannot take it, he won't put it there. He won't put it. And you say, God, why are you unfair on me? Why are others getting blessed and I'm not getting? God, you are being wicked. No, God is not being wicked. He is not the one that will build your brain and your capacity for you. He taught Peter for years. Peter, arise and kill. He showed him all the beasts, animals that was termed unclean. Peter did not understand that Jesus was trying to tell him, see, the kind of message and the people I came for, it's not just for those Jews, also for the Gentiles. But you, anytime you want to eat with those who are Gentiles or who are sinners, you immediately you see somebody else come, you run away. You are afraid. You feel like you don't want to be seen with these people. Please, how will you preach to people you don't want to be seen with? But Paul, radical guy. Jesus looked at him. While the apostles were picking matters and doing all those things they were doing, Jesus was looking at them. Me, that I already have a killer that I want to use. And you say, oh, Jesus, how come is the Paul that was killing all the Christians you still picked? Yes, do you know what Jesus said when he saw him? Why are you persecuting me? Me. Yes, you persecuted me. But me, I have work for you. I have work for you. What you've done to me, there are a lot you will still suffer for me too. And he was the best candidate. And that guy wrote 2/3 of the New Testament. Capacity. The killer mindset, who put it in Paul? Jesus. It's Jesus. Right? That instinct that Jesus saw in Paul was the capacity Jesus was looking for someone who will go and die for him. Because you who is ready to kill already is ready to die. Every soldier is trained to go and die. A soldier that is afraid of death, just know there's a problem. They take their war, every war, like the last. It's a training. It's a capacity. If you don't put it in you, that's why when you are I've not been, but the little experience I've heard and I've had, that's what I'm talking about. I see the rigorous training soldiers go through. There was one boy in our community. All of us used to be, in the community, like when you have age group in community. They will be beating the boy, they bully him. All of a sudden, we just saw, after so many years, this boy came in with military uniform into the streets. Everybody respected themselves. Azuka, don't touch him. He's a soldier now. So he went to one of the guys we grew up together too. That one is a tailor. Now I was trying to sew clothes for him. I was there that day. That one disappointed him. He said, see, make una tell fatal. If I hand... That was the guy everybody was bullying. Do you know how we could not bully him again? Capacity. Something has changed. Something has changed. You can't see him on that uniform and bully him. How do you want to do it? How many of you have gone straight to the bus stop to slap a soldier? You will not do it. Even the devil, if he pushes you, you will not do it. Have you seen a madman slap a soldier? Have you seen any madman? You heard that they said a madman slapped a soldier. Even the madman, there is sense when they see a soldier. It's capacity. If you are good enough, there are companies you will enter. Your interview will be special. They will send others home. Yes, sorry, you guys are good, you're qualified, but we see who we want. First impression. We don't see who we want. And then when they take that person in, this is what they will tell the person. How much can we pay you? How much do you want? Or there's no interview like that. There is. How much can we pay you? What do you want? I want a house, I want a comfortable space, a car to drive me around, and I'll be doing, and then please, I'll work from home. 3 days I'll come to the office, 2 days I'll be at home. No problem. Have you seen people that are employed like that? Yes. What's the difference between that person and you? Somebody went to Project Faith. You went to sing, you don't have voice, you are shouting favor. Favor. How can it work? First, the thing you are supposed to have, you don't have. You don't have. Have you not watched the auditions? Someone we're watching the auditions which day. This one is going home. And they will just come and say, sorry, you are going home. Ben used to be very harsh. How many of you watch Ben, Project Fame? Harsh. But you know why? Sometimes to bring the best out of you, you need a rigorous experience. Gold, as beautiful, I'll end with this. As beautiful as gold is, if you don't take it through the fire, it will not shine. It will not shine. For it to shine, you must burn it. Sometimes some of you need to be told, hello, what did you say you came for again? Interview. Go home. That man was harsh. Tomorrow, when you go to another company, before you go, you will not pray too much. You will ask yourself, what am I supposed to do now? What should I put in order? Because some of you don't like them talking to you. Even when they advise you, you do the same thing. Am I lying? Some of us are like that. They talk to you 20 times, you are still doing what they told you. But when they send you home once, and you lost that opportunity, you know, when you do the right thing, will reduce. How can you be praying? Yeah, it's normal to say, Father, let the boss like my face. Oh, beautiful prayer, I pray it. Let this person love me. Beautiful. But please, make sure the physical part that you should